think we're in there. Yeah.
Okay.
We are in there. Yup. So, hey Rosh, how you doing?
I'm doing fantastical.
Okay, so we just gonna try this out and see if we can do it through this format and make some adjustments and everything. So we're just gonna start trying to do a little podcast, so talking or whatever, because we have some projects and some stuff coming up. So I guess we're gonna do like introductions first.
Yes,
Okay, so
cause you gotta let them know our name. I came up with the name because I am like weird like that, and I guess we are weird like that, you know, because that's just us. So it's Sisterhood of the Traveling House Sleepers.
like
I think it's pretty explanatory because we like the house, we like slippers,
yeah.
and you traveling, and we a sisterhood.
Okay. That is it's a wonderful thing when you can connect like that. And just like at the age that we are now, sometimes you hope you can, give some advice to others and stuff. And I don't know. I think we're interesting. May be
Very.
boring, but I think we're interesting.
I think so too. I think we're very interesting. That's why people are drawn to us a lot too, because
Yeah.
we can be ourselves, and they just like definitely you. I think like a lot of people come and talk to you and
Yeah.
stuff. Like people don't really like they look at me, but they don't talk to me or come to me like they do you.
And see,
Like
I don't understand that. I think I'm trying to do, but then I then I don't.
I
But
don't know how you don't though, because you're open like that. Like
yeah,
mm,
and then I think it as a tapping in to certain things.
mm,
I think we all have it. To be honest, I think our family has been that way,
mm.
and but let's do the introductions and everything first. So I'm the oldest of the sisters. Okay, I'm the oldest, and I am a gorgeous 46-year-old, soon to be 47 in a few months. I am a Capricorn in January. And I mean, I believe in zodiacs, but I don't go into it. Like, I can't tell you that, oh, because you're a Capricorn or you're, a Gemini, Scorpio, that this is you, this you. I'm not in depth like that because I really don't care. I really don't care. I think I do embody the sense of what they say a Capricorn is. But then again, I say that's just who I am. Now, you being a Scorpio, you are explain what is being a Scorpio? What does that entail? And then I'll explain what a Capricorn for me entails.
Okay, so for me, I feel that there's two types of Scorpios. And I don't want to cause no Scorpio war, but it has to be said. There's two types of Scorpios.
Mhm.
You have October Scorpios and you got November Scorpios. Everybody knows November Scorpios are the best, but I digress. October Scorpios, I feel, from my experience, they are the promiscuous ones that give us all a bad rap. Now we all hoes, we all whores, but November Scorpios are monogamous. Like we like to be whores to one person. No, Scorpios, they just like be out and about. They probably got their heart hurt and they just like screw it. I'm doing this, and everybody like, oh well, Scorpios are freaks. Yeah, we are, but you got two different types. You got to find which one you with. You with the
Mhm.
October ones that's gonna cheat on you, that's crazy, that's out there, or you got the November ones that's gonna be with you monogamously, and that's what I feel. A lot of people say that Scorpios are envious and jealous and all that stuff. I don't think that's true. That may be October, but speaking for November, we don't give a shit. I'm not jealous of you. I don't care what you got. I think
Mm.
that we are confident in what we are. We like to be alone. And I don't know where all that sneaky part comes. Got to be October. That's what I'm saying. It gotta be October Scorpios because I'm not sneaky. I feel some people have come to me and said, "Oh, I wonder what's behind your eyes," and I'm just looking like myself, like there's nothing behind my eyes. It's like a blank slate in here. It's
Okay,
nothing
like
thinking in here. So I don't know what you're talking about. My eyeballs.
even
I don't.
thinking of
Mhm.
what it could
Uh-huh.
be or what you're doing, like
Yeah,
what's
it's like
what's behind that? Like, what are
I
you
think we
talking
got
about?
weird eyes.
Oh, I
Like
know,
I
I
don't know.
do.
Everybody says that my eyes are like my irises are big, and like I don't know if that looks creepy, but I'm like I don't see it, And I guess they think it. I was like, there's nothing going on. I'm not thinking about nothing when you're looking at me. It's like nothing, and a lot of
I
people
know
told
we
me that.
have like big eyes because both mommy and daddy have big eyes in like different ways or whatever. But for some reason, I feel like my eyes are getting like a little bit smaller. So I get.
No, I
No.
think you still got big. I mean, you got big eyes, like, but you got enough eye slit space. I think I got big irises, like my
Your
pupil,
eyes,
my
to me, eyes aren't big. Your eyes are like normal. Eyes
I
are
know
like
to me too,
normal.
but everybody keep coming to me talking about some. Cause you remember them contacts that I have, like the big brown contacts that are a little bit bigger. Everybody
Yeah.
say that, oh, I can't tell if you got contacts in or not. And I'm like, how you can't tell? It's bigger, but they say my eyes look like that without it, and I said I don't see it. But that's probably what people
Mm.
is looking. I mean, that's maybe the Scorpio part of the whole mysterious thing. But I don't. Nothing's going on in here. So I don't know what that come from. But Scorpios, I think we complex. I think we just it depends on which Scorpio you get, but November Scorpios are top tier.
I don't know. Now, see, I can say that and I think it's just being biased. I don't know. But being a January Capricorn, I think we're a little bit more reserved.
Hmm.
A little bit more reserved, and our December counterparts are a little bit more emotional, but the same way. Like I think
Hmm.
the December Capricorn has the same traits as the January Capricorn, but they're a little bit more outgoing. Their social
Yeah.
battery can last a little bit longer. Mhm.
Hmm.
Whereas a January, you gonna know we tired.
Hmm.
You gonna know we tired of your shit. Period. We're tired of the whole environment. We're tired of the people we're around. We love you though, but we tired.
Hmm.
And from the ones that I know that I've seen, it's that difference there.
Yeah.
But other than that, but then I still related to that. That's just who you are as a person. So I mean, I'm not too familiar with like all of the zodiacs and rising and moon and all that stuff. I want to look at it or whatever, but the way I'm wired, my mind won't retain it because it's not that important for me.
But I feel like there's some coincidences in it though. Like a group of people that you may know of a sign or something, and they all have that like certain trait that they do. Like I feel like it's something there though.
Like I don't know, like for you, okay, being a Scorpio and the things that you said about it, I can see. I can see that. But that still to me is like just who you are, like your personality, because you could say that about Scorpio and then you meet another Scorpio and they're completely different. So is it your environment? Because it's like, okay, two people can be born in the same environment and still turn out differently.
We all know that.
But you could say that, okay, well, this person, oh, she's just being a Capricorn, she's just being a Pisces. But another person in that same environment wouldn't do that. So to me, that's just who you are as a person, as an individual. So I don't chalk those things up to saying, oh, she doing Gemini things or he doing Pisces things like that. I don't look at
But
it.
there are similarities though. There are like similarities. Like when you read stuff on a certain zodiac sign and they have like those bullet points, and then you can be like, okay, yeah, it's something that's something familiar.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I do believe that. I do believe that. And I but maybe I just need to personally like read it because you know like you know me, 2 + 2 got 8. No halves, no
Hmm.
quarters, small points, no
Hmm.
nothing. So I
Hmm.
do get it. I do get it. And
Hmm.
so what type of person are you? And when you tell me what type of person you are, then I'll tell you what I think, my type
Okay.
is. And you can correct me and I'll correct you on that.
Okay. I would describe myself as like I feel that my family knows me only because of what I share. I think there's a different level to me
Mhm.
that y'all don't know.
Mhm.
And I think that's not intentional, but it's just like I feel like me, and I think maybe I mean I check it up as maybe like a Scorpio thing too. Like I feel like nobody really like knows me except for what I project.
Are you sure?
I think so.
Well,
I think so because I think so because like y'all would like sometimes like because me I would describe myself as I'm introverted, but it depends on my mood on how I feel, and I can be extroverted. I can't stay out there long, but you know sometimes when I do be like that, I feel that I mean I'm not a jealous person. I'm not a sneaky person. I'm not a envious person. I'm I don't care how other people perceive me.
yeah.
I'm very happy. I'm a very happy person. Um, I feel I have great intuition. Now, if I use it or not is another story. But I know, just like how you say, you know, like I do know, but it depends on if I want to go through it or not. Like the whole thing with the guy situations that I were in. I knew they was trash. I knew they was nothing. But in my mind, I was thinking like, okay, what, can I change them if I you know what I'm saying, like in my mind I was banking on the potential of them, but I already knew the truth, so none of them lied to me about anything.
So why were you knowing that what your gut was telling you on some of these like, relationships? Why would you then continue? Were you just continuing it, banking on you could change the outcome of it?
Yeah, that's because I didn't have any self-confidence in myself, and I didn't have anybody that paid me any attention except for those people. And I claimed on to that because I didn't know myself at the time. And I didn't love myself fully at my time. I didn't feel my worth at that time. I didn't know it. But now I do, but
So
it's
what
that's
was okay, so we're
mhm.
gonna just back up. Okay, so we're late bloomers in the whole dating and relationship things. Very late bloomers. Okay. And I guess we'll probably get into like, how we were raised and maybe that just clicked for us and why it was that way. When was your first boyfriend? And when I say boyfriend, I don't necessarily mean like any intimate or anything, but when you thought, I guess, you had somebody. How
25.
long was that? 25? So no high school, none of that. Just at that. And why not in high school? Why not like I
I
guess
wasn't thinking
when
about guys. I honestly, guys were not in my head
mm,
when I was in school. I didn't even think about any of that at all until I was around 25.
mm, and what made you say, okay, this particular one person, what made you say, okay, well, I'm gonna give it a try with this person?
because he reached out to me. We found each other on MySpace, and I know we had a class together when we were in school, so I knew of him.
Mhm.
And then, he was telling me, yeah, in school, I had a crush on you, but I didn't tell you, feet in my head. And that was the first person that showed me
Any attention.
attention. Yeah.
Mhm. So how did it start though? Because I don't think you ever told me like how it initially started. I remember the whole MySpace thing,
Mm.
but I don't remember like the journey.
Well, we had a class together in high school, and I knew of him. We seen each other, but we never talked to each other. Then years went by, and then we met each other again on MySpace.
Mhm.
He messaged my friend requested me, and I friend requested him back, and I said, hey. He said, hey. Then we started talking, and then he was telling me, oh, well, I had a crush on you when we was in school. I remember you. And I was like, oh, yeah, really? He's like, yeah. And then we started talking, and he was like, well, let's meet up or whatever. I live at the beach. And I was like, well, I got to work. He said, well, meet me after work. So after work, I went to meet him, and he was like, well, if we meet each other and you don't give me a hug, then that means that you don't like me. I'm just like, what? So, I went there and I gave him a hug or whatever, and I guess I thought he was all right looking. But girl, child. And, so we talked from there, like, and that's how it started.
Wow. So how did you feel like at that time? Because I remember at the time like subtle changes, and we was because I was like, she was looking different. Like you was looking a little bit more put together. And you was, working on, your health and everything. So, you was coming down, losing some weight. So I was like, but you wouldn't like tell us. You wouldn't say, okay, well, I met this person or I'm talking to somebody. Now remind you, we're in our 20s, mid 20s. Okay. So we noticed those little things and those changes. But you wasn't saying that, oh, I met somebody, I'm gonna meet somebody. You was just like you was gonna hang out with, one of your friends.
One
And
of my little friends.
yeah. And so it was like, wait a minute. And then I cannot remember, I can't remember when it came up that you was seeing somebody. I think it was when that whole fiasco of the that, and then it was like, what? That
Yeah. So I don't know I don't know if I told mommy or I don't know how it happened, but I was like, yeah, I'm talking to this guy, whatever. And I think he went after he went to jail. I don't know I don't know. I think before then I told mommy or somebody he was my friend or whatever, but I never said like boyfriend. 'Cause it really wasn't because we never went on a date. He ain't never
yeah.
take me to no date. He ain't never do nothing, no go nowhere, out to eat, no nothing, girl. And
Why
he
do you
told
think
Eleanor, well, he told my friend
mm,
that he didn't want to. He was embarrassed to go out with me because I was fat, you know. So that was that.
you didn't feel any of that? You didn't
I mean, I felt it, but I was just holding on to hope, child. Holding on to hope.
see,
Maybe he see me for me and not this bodysuit.
I don't understand that, right?
I know you don't, Jessica,
I
because
don't
you're
understand.
different.
Like for me, I never had no boyfriends. I never, and just like you, I wasn't thinking about that. Oh, you cute. I didn't have a problem saying, oh, you cute. Oh my God. He said, like, I had this one major crush on this one dude for the longest time. I had a crush on him. I ain't gonna say the name.
Oh, I
But,
think I know. Oh,
yeah, he told me
I
about
can't
it
put.
was a friend of
Oh,
daddy's. His dad was a friend of me. And I was like, oh my God. That was a major crush, but that was all it was. It wasn't like, oh, I want him to be my boyfriend. And it was none of that. But girl, that crush lasted a long time. And when I say a long time, uh, uh, 4 years. That was a 4-year crush. But that's all
Wow.
it was, though. It wasn't no, I'm going to his routine or where his locker. It was none of that. It was just like, oh my God, I had a crush. He was cute. Knowing he wasn't
Mm,
gonna talk to me and I wasn't gonna talk to him.
wow.
And then it was like, others that were cute and, little crushes, but they were just like, if somebody asked you, okay, do you think such and such is cute? Yeah. And that was it. High school, I never thought of that because my whole thing, like, okay, I was the tallest and I was the biggest in school, okay? But I was never bullied. And I have to knock on wood for that. And again, I think it's just my personality and how I come up. Like I'm the nicest. Everybody will say, she's the nicest girl in school. She's the nicest girl. But I guess you can see a little crazy in me. So I think I think
Okay.
that's crazy. Okay, but fine. But you gotta piss me off a lot for me to be that crazy. And so knock on wood, I was never bullied. And so I was a popular loner, if that makes sense. Okay. And I could see that, okay, yeah, I got a crush on such and such, but I could see such and such is going with such and such person. And then, okay, his girlfriends is friend with this girl and that girl, but this girl and that girl trying to get with. And then, because I don't know, tell me if I'm lying. In school, you would always see the girls fighting over the boys.
Yeah.
But you ain't never see the boys fighting over girls.
Period. Mm-hmm.
Now, I saw that and it was like, how I look going with somebody. He talking to this girl about our relationship and what we doing.
Right.
And I'm talking to her as if she my friend. And she plotting behind talking with that's how my mind was in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought I was always older. So I always saw the stuff. And I'm like, no, you're not gonna catch me.
Mm-mm.
You're not gonna catch me.
That's
So
crazy.
I never thought of dating or any of that in school. So I never did. So my first date,
Big
my
brother.
first kiss was
Big
my
brother.
husband in there, and I was the big three.
Honey.
32 years old. First handheld, it was with us. And
Big brother
mind
come
you,
through.
how we met, I was 20. I was 20 when we met, and he was 25. And it wasn't like it was crazy because I look past people. I look past people. But no lie, when I say I am a seer, I am a seer. That is what it is. I saw him years before, and we had this conversation. Now, you know how I always said that I had a vision of seeing a baby boy. And I realized that this was like a little speak we were talking about it because he said he had a dream or whatever, because we don't have no kids, of course. And he's 51 and I'll be 57. So we don't have no kids. So it clicked at me. It clicked to me when he told me last week that, he woke up and saw that, we had a baby and he always saw like a little girl. But he still kept because it's a longing for him. Okay. I saw when I had the vision of the baby boy, it was that one time and one time only. And never had a vision of a child at all since then. But I've had visions of my husband multiple times. So how I now interpret it is if I would have chosen a path, yeah, I could have had a child. It would have not been with my husband, but my drive for my husband was more important because I saw him multiple times. He was he was what I was supposed to have. So I'm okay with the outcome of
Yeah.
me having a kid.
Mhm.
And so even when we met when I was 20 and he was 25, we couldn't and we wouldn't have been together at that particular time because we were not ready. Because at that time, certain things I didn't know about his educational background, if I would have known that and I voiced that to mommy and daddy, that would have been the ultimate no. You know what I'm saying? And I never wanted to disappoint mommy and daddy, would have never pursued that relationship. So 10 years had to have gone by, and he married and he divorced, but I never did. I never dated with because I knew when I met him, he was who I was supposed to marry. I knew it.
Wow.
I knew he was who I was supposed to marry. So those 10 years, it wasn't me going whatever. I had, lost a whole lot of weight. I could have went and I could have, dated and whatever. But when I did that, losing the weight, now I don't, I had, weight loss surgery and you just had like weight loss surgery. So these are different. We're in a different mindset than we were.
Yeah.
So when I lost all that weight, I felt good. I felt my confidence and everything was high. Girl wearing heels, crossing my legs. I'm already fine as a big girl, but I was extra fine. Okay.
Period.
Size freaking 10'8".
Wow.
But that was the scariest. That was the scariest time. I still never had the inkling to date, to go out, because the attention I was getting in my smaller size was literally scary. Guys was literally scary. This weight that I am now, I feel that I can handle if somebody was to approach it. When I was a size 10'8", I didn't feel like I could defend myself, and it was coming left and right. So it wasn't a thing for me to do. I didn't care. So I am glad that I waited until I was 32. I'm glad, because it wouldn't have been because for me, being intimate like that is like a soul bond. I mean, it may sound corny or cheesy, but to
It's
me,
true though.
I can't see. So the one person is enough for me. Some people have to go out and they have to experience that type of stuff to find that one person. I'm grateful that I did not have to do that. And
Yeah. I think also that's how we was raised too, because like, seeing mommy and seeing that she only been with one person, I think that I remember actually one time, I don't know if she told me or something, she said, if you be intimate or you do something with a guy before you get married, you go to hell or so. I don't know who told me that, but I heard that in my head.
yeah.
And I don't know who told me that, but like that's what also something that probably was in there as well. Like,
See, but Aunt Sandra, Aunt Lynn, and Aunt Kelly only been with one person. So it's not like it's not out of the norm for us in that situation, because you gotta also understand that when you're with somebody, you're taking in all their emotions, their family and their dramas and all that stuff. So if y'all don't communicate and you don't talk, you don't know what you're getting into. Like I was adamant, and telling my husband, we have to have these conversations. We have to talk. I don't know your background and what it is or how y'all do it, but this quiet stuff, or I'm not gonna say nothing walking on. I refuse. I'm not walking on eggshells, because if I have to walk on eggshells, what am I doing in this relationship? What am I doing right for? You know what I'm saying? There's no way because I'm a loner. I still to this day be trying to figure out how the hell I'm married.
Girl.
Because you can't quiet and
Hmm.
peace. Yeah, I'll cheat on you with peace in a minute.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Real, but you don't have to, think it because you have to realize that it's no longer a me. It's us.
Hmm.
And if you're not ready to say it's us, what I don't get that.
And I
You
think
know.
that's what a lot of people ladies are missing today too, because I was watching something and it's like if you meet somebody,
Mhm.
it needs to be like, okay, a courtship, and then like, okay, we're gonna do this, we're gonna get married, whatever.
Yeah.
Like to the modern, a lot of people, it's like, oh, boyfriend and girlfriend. Like, I don't do boyfriend and girlfriend
Yeah.
because boyfriend, if you a girlfriend or something, it benefits the guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you see me, and if you feel you can build with me, we can talk about building and we build. Like we're gonna be together. I don't do boyfriend and girlfriend because you're not getting no coochie. If you're not gonna marry me, if we're not gonna have this contractual partnership, you're not getting nothing. Like I can't do that boyfriend and girlfriend stuff. So I think that is
It
something a
was
lot of people get hurt with.
it was automatic with me, Aaron. Because
Yeah.
you know I went with that bullshit. I went to
Hmm.
surround. Get this shit is new. Even though
Hmm.
this is 32, this is new.
But you know what? Guys like new coochie. Like they will turn the earth around for some coochie. Like they will like sell their soul for some new coochie. Like, and you notice that everybody, all the guys like that, they're with one person, like they just would do anything for. Like it's crazy. I don't know what it is in their head. Is, oh, I was the first person, or I don't know if it's a man thing. Like, ooh, 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 I got the first thing. I don't know, but they will go over and sell their mama's soul for some new coochie.
It's because he be proud as hell when he be talking about she ain't been with no one. Really, she
Honey,
no, no. Cause why? What for? No, no.
that's crazy.
Because I am so glad that I married who I married because I don't have to worry about it. I don't.
Hmm.
Our intellect is on the same. We on that spectrum. He a little bit more on it than I am. Okay, and we understand each other.
Well, tell everybody your story, how you and your husband met. Like, how was
We
y'all work? How'd
worked.
that happen? Like, tell your story.
We worked together at a job because if we hadn't met there, we probably wouldn't have. We probably no, I'm not gonna say because again, he is 5 years older. So even though we went to the same school, the high school, we weren't there at the same time just because of him being 5 years older. But we worked at the same place on the beach, and he was security and I was front desk. He was talking to one of my coworkers who was the mother of one of my classmates.
Wow.
And so I never, I say he was nice. He always talked to me. He would come in because I worked night audit when he was working security. So he would come in and he would just sit and we would talk. And I was comfortable talking with him. It wasn't no like crazy off the wall stuff or whatever. It was just getting to know me and what's going on, whatever I was talking. So I didn't feel like he was trying to whatever. And so I don't know what it was. It was this one particular night. The coworker that was seeing him said, I think he likes you. He asked me about you all the time. I said,
Wow.
really? But he doesn't think you would date, you know, white guys. And I'm like, I don't.
So Big Brother is talking to his then girlfriend about another woman that he has a crush on. Is that what you're telling me?
Girl,
Big Brother crazy.
they was just slapping buddies, and I was like,
Crazy.
yeah. I said, first of all, why would you even? Oh, okay. And so I think it had to been like a couple of weeks after that I had turned 21. So the pier, remember the pier before the
Yeah, you was going in heavy.
we went to the pier after work. Now, mind you, after work is 7 a.m. because it was a night shift. I had 5 fuzzy navels. What that is I think that's vodka and orange juice. I had lost my badge, and he had switched from night working night shift security to shipping and receiving or whatever. So he made the badges. So I was like, shit, I gotta call him, get a new badge. Now mind you, I just came back, so the headaches was starting, the draw was a little drawn. So I called, I said, and he answered. I said, hey, it's
Mhm.
Jim. I said, I need a new badge. I lost my badge. And he was like, oh, okay, I'll make you one. I said, doing anything Saturday? He said, no, what you do? Sure. All right, I'll see you. I'll call you. We'll discuss it at work. Okay. I hung up the phone. Girl, when I hung up the phone, I thought I was gonna die.
Girl, no, you did not.
I thought I was gonna die. I said, I answered the phone now. And he said, yeah.
What you doing? No, no, Jesse.
Mhm.
Wow.
Hey, thank you for the follow. Yanel, thank you for the follow. But yeah, so I was like, oh my God, girl, my heart was palpitating so bad. I was like, how do people do this? So it wasn't that bad. So I had a headache when I woke up and I had to go to work. So I went to work and I was like, okay, well, let me just go what movie we was gonna see. And we had a nice time. But he said, and I remember distinctly. I remember, I had my hand in, I remember him trying to put his hand on mine. And I moved it away, but I didn't move it away like he said I did. I just went because I thought he needed space. And he kept telling me that he wanted to hold my hand or whatever. And I'm thinking, I'm expecting him to do, to talk a little bit more. Because I ain't never did this before. I'm like, I ain't never dated. I didn't know this is how it was supposed to go. So it was The Mummy. That was our movie. It was The Mummy.
Wow.
And so we went on the second date. We were supposed to go on the second date. But the second date, we both missed it because he went to one movie theater. He went to the one on Neptune.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
went to the one,
That was on like Atlantic. That was kind of
yeah,
like on the
we can't
beach.
think of it, Regal. I went to Regal because that's where we
Okay.
went to see the movie before.
Mm-hmm.
And we waited an hour, right? So back then, it was the internet, instant messenger or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I get in and I come in, I'm like, dang, so I get on the computer and log in. I see he's in. I said, well, wait at the moment. I miss you. He was like, I was at such and such. I was like, oh, we'll miss each other. So I just got back in from it or whatever. And we made another date and we saw the Nicolas Cage one where he was in a ambulance. It was I don't even know what it was. It was a horrible movie.
Mm-hmm.
But we saw it and that was it. And then after that, the storm hit, hotel said because I called in and the mommy was psycho in the background that, I had to be let go. So, so we didn't
What?
see each other. We didn't, the real 10 years went by and we didn't see each other. But when I worked at that video store, I was like, okay, let me look and see if he comes. And I saw his account and I was like, damn. But it still was never oh, okay. Well, I'll see him passing because I knew he lived over in Oak Harbor because we
Mm-hmm.
over in this one.
Mm-hmm.
So I knew, but it's so funny how you never cross each other. We didn't cross each other until that time we reconnected and we ran
Yeah.
into him in that store. So mind you, 10 years went by and you was in Oak Harbor
Wow.
the whole time. So it was crazy. So that was that. And then, I lost all the weight and kind of MySpace happened. And again, me. You're such a such from the wedding. Because yeah, I
Wow.
love it. A little carpet.
Brave.
Oh,
Brave. Jessica.
hey,
Honey,
as I know, look at here.
you braver than me.
You were supposed to be mine. You
Mm.
got my business in here waiting for you. It's, I'm in my 30s now. And that's how. Mhm. And now
Wow.
we ain't going nowhere. I can't get rid of him for shit, and he can't get rid of me.
Wow.
Because
That should
nobody
be a
else
movie
can nobody else deal with our ADHD.
at all.
And we know
That
that.
y'all made for
We
each
know
other.
that. Okay, I told him he fighting, I'm fighting. He
Okay,
said,
your
don't
man, your
nobody
man,
do.
your man.
That's mine. That's mine. I don't care. That's mine. We too old now. So,
Okay.
and now I'm just trying to figure out how we gonna be in the same house working since now we got you both working from, and it's gonna be great because
Yeah.
he can relax now.
Yeah.
He can relax now. I don't have to worry about, whatever is going on or, out there. So
Yeah.
it's time,
Yep.
the retiring age, we're getting up there. So
Yeah, and that's a blessing. He could just
it
lay,
is.
if he lay down, and I tell you right
It
now,
is.
working from home, girl, I be like, I got to lay down, I'm gonna lay on my bed. And that's the best
See,
feeling in
I
the
can't
world.
because if I lay down, like I told you before, I said I did that twice. I did that twice. And I get angry. I get anger issues. I get angry if I still get
Just you are so funny.
I
Really.
can't
You
help it.
got you
I
got
get
anger issues.
I have anger issues, and I know that. Okay,
Wow.
it's not justified, but I know I have it, and I get angry, and so I'm not going to do that to myself. I'm gonna just sit
Mhm.
here, I take Zoe out, and I sit here and I just play with little games I play until it's time I have to play again.
So now it's your turn. Like, how would you describe yourself? And then I'll tell you how I see you.
I describe myself. I think I'm very chill, but I also think um, I also think I don't want to say forceful. I don't want to say forceful. Like I always say, I'm the nicest person you'll ever meet, and that I am. But don't make me angry. And when I say don't make me angry over no BS stuff that you and
Mhm.
I both know don't make sense, that you and I both know is stupid, but you're trying to be funny. And
Mhm.
it's like, because for me, those are ticks. Those are real. And I understand that some people are on a different level. I get that.
Mhm.
But when you approach me, I'm gonna need you to do it right
Mhm.
because my facial expressions will tell you right then and there. And I'm gonna still be polite to you to give you
Mhm.
time to adjust your behavior or how you approach. So I'm gonna give you that time and that space. I'm not just gonna go off on you quick.
But see, the thing is, I don't see you like that, Jessica. I don't. When you told me that you have anger issues, I was really shocked because
Mm-hmm.
I don't have never seen your anger issues like that. I've seen you get like kind of annoyed,
Mm-hmm.
but I've never seen you get the anger issues that you said you had at school when you was younger, or like when you the situation where Daddy had to hold you. Like I never seen those things, so I can't like wrap my head around that being you. I see you as somebody that's like a pillow. Like I feel like I can just like melt into you if I need you. I feel like I tell you anything. I just see you as like the big sister pillow. I don't see that side of you. Like, and just even now you telling me that, like, I just
Mhm.
can't wrap my head around that being a part of you.
I can tell you why, because it takes a lot. It's a buildup, is what it is. Like when I was in school, like when I told you, like I was put in to those like ESC classes, because I never understood why I was in those classes.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was in those classes from second grade up until 11th, or well, fully 11th grade. So I never understood why, and it was never really a question. And tell my teacher in the 11th grade when he was like, just because history was is much, it's humanities, all of this stuff, science, all of this. The only thing was just math. I could see being in class for math because if it ain't as strict
Mm-hmm.
about I don't even know. But I was really smart,
Mm-hmm.
analytical, talking about anything because I did was research. I stayed in the books. So it was the 11th grade, and okay, next year we're getting ready to graduate. So we needed to have our stuff in order. And so I kept hearing them saying, okay, if you're in these classes, you'll have like a special diploma. You know how kids are, they just be like, and I'm like, okay, first of all, I don't even know why I was put in this class. I don't, I'm smart as shit. Why? So we discussed that. And then he came in this day with my folder. He said, Chess, you was in here for anger issues. And we both looked like, "Nuts." And it was clicking to me when we moved from Philly to where we are. It was a change. I don't do change well at all. Everything for me has to stay the same. I get agitated and annoyed if things change. They have things for it now, but growing up in our ages, ain't nobody saying anything like that. And I literally distinctly remember things being overwhelming in class. And I remember picking the desk up and just throwing it and being angry, tears, just crying and just backing up and telling the teacher to leave me alone because she kept coming towards me, just to leave me alone. And I was crying. So I remember them putting me, taking me to the office and said, okay, well, maybe she needs to go into small class. We'll let her sit in this class for a little bit. So I sat in class and I was fine. And it had to have happened again for them to put me in those class. And it was no more than like maybe 10 kids at the most. You know how those
Mm-hmm.
classes were.
Yeah.
And it was a complete 360. You couldn't get me to say
Wow.
a word. I was the sweetest girl in school that whole
Mm-hmm.
time. I had teachers. I loved um, Miss Cook. I remember how I loved her. Miss Underwood, and there was another Miss Garrett. Those three teachers, they
Mm-hmm.
focused on me, and I loved it. When they had they did this thing where they would have the military people come in to the school on Saturday and spend and it was one person to one student. And they would spend time with us, whether it be reading or going over. And I participated in that. So then he
Mm-hmm.
take me and he was like a chief. I know he
Mm-hmm.
was a chief. And he was there and I loved it. So it didn't really start clicking onto me that I don't want to say it was ADHD, it was overstimulated and too many people. And so it's the energy because I don't have anything to be upset about. I don't have any reasons to have anger issues. It's what's going on with the people or the environment around me and
Mm-hmm.
who's around me. And
Yeah.
then the incident that I was telling you that was a personal incident, where daddy had to hold me, you had to have been at work
Yeah, because I didn't see
because
that.
it was mommy, her, and the little gremlin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you know how she get everybody. Okay. And it just Girl, I got up. I was literally ready to go straight Tyson, and daddy. And here I felt bad because I saw how mommy was looking, and mom's still looking between the legs.
You girl.
I said, when this child get older, I'm gonna have to fight.
Okay.
I'm still.
You
She,
know.
she can what 2 more, a year and a half or two before she on it all.
Honey.
She
Yo. Little ugly thing.
so and I
Mm-mm.
felt bad because I know upset mommy and dad, and then the only part you've seen is when you see me get upset and the person on the phone and those things.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the environment and who is there,
Mm-hmm.
So I feel all of that because I'm
Yeah.
generally a calm person, though, as it is,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like I don't understand why then.
Yeah.
For what? Because in my mind, you know what you're doing. Why are you keep doing this?
It's on a spiritual level.
It
You know what I'm
is.
saying? Demons is real. It's on a spiritual level.
It,
You know
it
what I'm saying?
is, and I understand that we all have discernment. We all have these certain abilities we can tap into. Some just choose to use it, some just don't. And it's just crazy to me because my mind still isn't where like, okay, how do you not know all of this stuff? And then I have
Mm-hmm.
to realize that, people are individual and are different,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I mean, I don't know how people would perceive me or see me. I don't know the type of energy. I think I give off a positive energy
Mm-hmm.
until you start talking,
Mm-hmm.
and I get that particular energy off of you. Then my whole demeanor and everything changes, and I either fall back or I cut the conversation short. But I don't never linger. I don't never linger because people are energy suckers.
Yeah, it's true. But like for me, like with animals,
Hmm.
like I think initially, like I don't know what kind of energy I have, but it's like animals like kind of get defensive. Like when I first met Zoe, Zoe was growling at me and she was a puppy. And it took a while for her to warm up to me, like like a week or so, when she realized that I wasn't gonna like hurt her or anything like that. So I don't know what's inside of me that gives that off until you get to.
It's your whole energy. It's your whole energy
I mean,
that
because I
gives
just
it
can't.
off.
I don't got. I mean, I feel that. I feel like there's something like there's some kind of there is that rage inside of me,
Mhm.
and like only certain people can bring that out. And I think
Yeah.
like just like it's like in my mind I have a scenario in my mind of me being a superhero, me being like Jackie Chan, Kung Fu, like saving the world.
Mhm.
Like I actually like have these visions in my head of me beating ass. Like
First
it's
thing you
that
really
vivid,
see
it's
him.
and that clear. And like I don't know if that's giving me villain status. Like when I feel like I can take these people out, like it's like in there. And then like I don't know if that's like I don't know if that's normal or not. But I actually have those visions in my head. Like if somebody pissed me off, I feel like, okay, I'm the one that's gonna take on all this stuff and fight everybody, and it's gonna be like a bloodbath. Like I feel like in my head, it's given. It's given like Spawn. It's given, like Venom. It's
Me
like some
too.
kind of something here that's dark in there.
Me too. 'Cause we be talking shit. It's like, okay, I know more with you. Know
Okay.
it damn well. Like I said, oh, goodness.
You know what I'm saying? Like we really with the shits. Like and like we don't know. And we try to keep it in our head because if we really reacted like somebody's going to jail, like it's crazy. And
That's why I
I
always
think that's
said,
the
y'all,
energy.
let me get to 65 before I start capping out.
I'm trying to tell you, like, let's get there first because I think that's the energy that the animals feel when they first come with me. and they feel like, okay, I'm safe with her. She's not going to do nothing. They got to warm up to me because when I was in the store, about a month ago, I told you and Jay, there's supposed to be a service dog, and then when the thing was trying to get me, and I had to walk down the aisle, and the lady told me, oh, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. I said, oh my God, Jessica, yes, it was supposed to be a service dog, but it really wasn't because service dogs don't do that. But she had this big old German Shepherd poodle inside the thing. It was a mix. And that thing was all black, Jessica, and was trying to get me. She was trying to hold on to the thing. That thing would have let loose, Jessica. I would have been mauled.
See, I never had that. I never had that with animals. I am always, you got to be calm and whatever. Like the other, last week or 2 weeks ago, these two dogs, they had to been like Australian, it was Australian something, it was some type of shepherd. The owner didn't have a handle on them and came running at me and Zoe. Mm. I said, oh, hey. And they just came and sniffed Zoe. And it was, and I grabbed, the lip for her. And that was the second time I had to do that shit with somebody because the other one was 2 days ago when I had 2 bags of trash in my hand, my wallet in the other, and the guy just adopted a wire hair chihuahua 2 weeks ago, he said. And she came running. I'm just walking, she came running, and she looking, and then just fell over. But I want to be a vet. I love animals.
Mm-hmm.
But you gotta
Maybe I'll be thinking the worst.
you be thinking the worst and
Yeah.
making sense of that stuff. And you shouldn't. And you shouldn't think the worst. Like she over there under there huffing and puffing and she probably
Oh, wow. Hey, Zabe.
But animals, and you gotta respect the living things like trees, the land, everything, the air is all important. It's all is given.
Yeah.
And you gotta respect it. If you take from it, put, so I don't know, but
Yeah. Yeah. I
that's
gotta
how
meditate on it.
yeah, it's like you gotta meditate, and then it's like, and then like with growing up, like certain things I remember and certain things I realize are connections from like way back, a whisper and whisper, and then by doing our genealogy and everything, it made me say, okay, I get it now. Because as you're growing up, you're told this and this in one thing, and you acquiesce to what everybody's telling you. Like going to, I don't want to get into it because you never know. Like going to church, being like, okay, you're supposed to go to church, so being baptized not only in one, but in two different religions that ain't, no,
Mm-hmm.
but that's not really that was in here. But you say, okay, I'm gonna do it because I feel that's what is, you're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're not one of those minds to be, and like, this don't make sense, that don't make sense. Like, come on, what you doing? And it was like, at one point, it was like, no, I'm a snap.
Yeah.
Because certain things are calling me now. And
Mm-hmm.
then, like I said, in reading family history, granted, I've been doing ours for over 20 some years. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So Native, African, and pagan,
Makes sense.
girl, please. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
real close to each one of those things. And okay, now I understand what they was talking about and what they was saying. All the
Mm-hmm.
little home remedies, all the little things you do, don't put the purse on the floor, you sweep this, to throw the salt and all that stuff. The
Mm-hmm.
little medicines and all of that stuff.
Yep.
No, I need
Yeah.
my ancestors, my is
Period.
calling me. And I have never, these last 7 years, I have never felt so whole
Yep.
and complete.
Mm-hmm.
Never felt so whole and complete.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, trying to
As
tell you, go
above,
back to
as
the
below.
roots.
You take, you put it back.
Yep.
You be kind. And you never wish on anybody else because
Mm.
what you think and what you do has a repercussion on you.
Yeah, I heard, and yeah, you never do spells on anybody. You always do
No,
protection on
no,
yourself,
yes,
and
and
karma will get the other
never,
people.
yes. Like, and it's like, I don't understand how people don't get that and how they don't do that. Like, I think when I started into this stuff, like, I'm not versed. I have not gone to a practitioner or whatever because I've seen, I follow people and I follow some people that are really good. But you know how we are. People can portray that they're this. Okay. So I'd rather learn things on my
Mhm.
own because
Yeah,
it's what you make of it. Like
yeah.
and if people do it, I'm not ever gonna knock anybody. I'm never gonna knock anybody for doing whatever. I'm not gonna say this is unethical, this is whatever. I know I'm not going to
Mhm.
do it. But if you do it, that's your income and I'm not.
Mhm.
I'm not. But I'm not gonna pretend.
Wow.
And all I know is I've never been more refreshed and happy to practice my ancestry, healing and
And we
faith
got a lot
and
too. We got a
spirituality.
lot back there.
A
Like,
lot. A lot.
what you say? Like, we touch every continent.
Every continent.
Don't play with us,
I have not been able to place where the Chinese come from.
honey.
Have not. The only thing I can think of how that is the going back and forth um, with the Southeast Asian and
Mhm.
the Indian. So I could see where that and maybe those two or whatever. But I don't know where that's coming from.
Or maybe
Mm,
being original beings, we have the DNA of everything.
yeah, yep, first. But the
Yeah.
thing is, though, these tests don't go back. This is only 1,000 to 2,000 years.
Did you know? Do you remember saying somebody saying, I don't know who it was.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's cousin Wendy or I don't know, but she said her granddaddy or somebody used to get taken from the government to get blood tests or something.
Yeah,
See that?
I don't think it was. I don't think it was anything as far as knowing or whatever that is. I think it was more of at that time, them, as far as our government, testing vaccines and shit.
Mm,
And who else better to test it on than them Negroes?
yeah, okay.
You know,
Yeah.
because that would be it because they didn't have the technology that we have now for that.
Hmm.
So, yeah.
Well, we got RH negative in our bloodline, so that's like they said it's alien blood.
That's, yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, that little, yeah, uh yeah, all
Wow.
that.
Well, I don't want to say
Good.
too much because I don't want government to come for me because I end up having to turn into a superhero.
I'll turn that autistic shit on them real quick.
Okay. I'm trying to tell you just because
No,
that's what I be
that's
saying in
not
my
right.
head.
That's not right. Like it don't make sense. Why would you say
Don't make
that?
us mad.
Why
Please
would you
don't.
say that and you know that's not right? You know that's not nice, just like I do.
Like, honey, like, come on now, don't make us
This
mad
is
because
not
you
like
don't
this,
want to see us
bitch.
mad. Start turning into shit. Like,
Girl,
no.
girl, Eric already know. I ain't telling you nobody. All I'm gonna ask you is where the gas station at? How
Okay.
much it costs for a gallon of gas? And I know they got
Period.
writers in there. I'm just walk on by. Y'all know what I'm about to do. If you won't stay there, that's your choice.
Okay. I'm trying to tell you real quick. Make it quick. I ain't got all
Yeah,
day.
it's just so unnecessary. But yeah, family history. When I tell you that's been like my rock. I mean,
Mm.
I had to. I haven't done anything. While I was going to like yesterday to go and look and make some send some more emails out because I'm now in contact with mommies dads. dads.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm in correspondence with a few of them, and all that stuff.
So you saying we're gonna have to use our passport soon?
Oh, most definitely. We definitely gonna have to use that passport, and I can't wait to go.
I gotta get a new picture.
You have to get a new picture too because I'm pissed off. I refuse to be.
Jessica, we gotta get new pictures. Cause no way. No
No
way.
way. I'm
That's
sorry. And I'm gonna need them to not do that trick one time. I'm gonna need you to let me see how they look first. And
okay.
then if I need to take another one because y'all not gonna keep doing me. Y'all not gonna keep
That's
doing
so
me any
funny.
kind of way.
Girl, Joe is so
Because
funny. Ain't no way. Like y'all playing too much now. I mean, if you don't like me, just tell me. Like, come on now.
just tell me you don't like my ass, and it's fine. But you're not gonna do me like this for the whole world to see.
Right. You
You're
know.
gonna be in a country, foreign country, in the flesh.
Okay. Jesse.
Girl, I'm gonna be pissed. But yeah, we definitely have to go. But the only thing is, I'm scared to get on the plane over the water. And I don't know why. I went over land a few times, but it's something about that ocean.
Okay. Because we know what's in there.
Girl, what's above is below, child.
Period.
And uh-uh. That's the only thing. That's the only thing is getting on that plane across that ocean.
Yeah, we're gonna have to give some offers in the oil, some sunflowers, and some to make a nice little thing before we get up over there because like please let me get to the other side real nice. Come on back.
Real
I
nice.
love you.
But
You
I
know.
really do. It's like I want so badly, and I'm definitely gonna get over there.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely have to. Um, because to me, it's just I'm so grateful for that. You
Yeah.
know, that we still have cousins
Yeah.
over there, and now really have to learn some of the language. But again, when nobody speak to you, it's hard to do that. But
Wow.
I'm gonna try and
Okay.
and learn some Portuguese or Creole,
Okay.
and
So how you feeling? Uh,
great.
hey Iris.
Got Irish.
Hey Iris. Mm-hmm. You want to say hi to the people? Yes.
Tell her what she acting shy now.
Why you acting? She said. Jesse said, why you acting shy now?
Yeah.
Yeah. She said she got her pajamas on. She don't.
Okay. But okay, so if we're able to like do this or whatever, well, how do you see this like? Because I like this. I like to have some chit chatty.
Yeah.
Um.
Okay. Yes. I see this podcast being something so big, so beautiful, so informative, so real. I see that having special guests. I see that we're having open conversations about everything. Like this is like a lot of people gonna come into the sisterhood. Like they're gonna want to be a part of it.
Yeah, that's true. But see,
Jessica, we are the sisterhood of the traveling house flippers, and everybody is gonna want to flip. Yes, we're gonna have guests. We're gonna think big.
yeah, it is. That's a good thing. To think big.
Mm-hmm.
My anxiety. I may have to up that prescription.
You know what I'm saying?
I know I'm going to because, mm-mm. No, I
Let
ain't.
me tell you something, sister. You know what I'm saying? We got this. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think
We
so
were born
too.
for this. We were made for this.
But see, I don't know because all I keep thinking about, I'm so lame. Like all I keep thinking about somebody saying some bull crap.
Jessica, you don't pay mind to
And
that.
then
You know how to block, clear, delete.
I used to. I used to. Now I don't. I think I just want all the smoke. Just to have it.
Jessica, don't get all the smoke. Come on now.
I think I do.
Come on now.
Now, because people just
Mm-mm.
it's just funny. Just like the internet stuff. I don't like, and I think that's what. I think that is what is making me a little bit nervous. Not that people can mean, because like I said, a lot of people don't know who they be trying to bully. Like
Period.
we got
Period.
degrees over here. And
Period.
it don't take but like 5-10 minutes to look up an IP address. So I'm not worried about
Period.
that. But I have a tendency to like ignore. And I think that's good. So I personally I don't worry. I don't worry about it.
Yeah. So
But
don't, you know what I'm saying? It's just new
struggle
and you don't like change.
yeah, I don't like change. And that's what it is. I have to get out of my comfort zone.
But it's a good thing.
It is. And I would like to have, like like-minded
Mm-hmm.
people, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and that would be good. And I guess because not to say that, older people don't be on ABS too, because plenty of older people still be on ABS. Why? For
Mm-hmm.
what? I have no clue. So
Okay.
I'm not going to insult young people by saying, younger people do, because there are a lot of plenty of very mature, younger people. But
Mm-hmm.
you just have to be able to find your tribe, find your people.
Mm-hmm.
So, we have different aesthetics,
Yeah.
and I have been finding my aesthetics a lot on like social medias, but these social medias, because of what's going on, I kind of frame from it. So once, certain events are over, I will no longer have like my TikTok or Instagram. So, but it's good to see other Black women in my aesthetic.
Now
And
your aesthetic, I know you're going for boho, but you coming off as emo. How do you, how do you, hmm.
I don't see emo. I'm not emo. Like, not that
Emo,
there's anything wrong with it, but I don't.
that's the vibe you give off, Jessica. I mean, like, look behind you, Jessica. You have the Jack
Love
Skeleton.
Jack Skeleton. I
That's
love
totally an emo thing.
before.
You have the Dark Knight image. That's the emo thing.
I love black because black is my protection color. That means all of the crazy know-it-alls, all of the crazy people, judgmental people, they stay away from me. So all the people that I want to stay away from me, stay away from me. And the
That's
people
emo,
that
Jussie.
no,
Boho
it's
is like
not.
browns and whites and hands and like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You it is in black. That's emo.
It is what it is. I'm happy. I feel good.
That's all that matters.
Well, that's all that matters, child. And what's yours? What is yours? Just regular?
Mine's is Walmart. Mine's is trailer trash. Mine's is, you know what I'm saying, getting up in the morning, looking where I'm looking. I'm still trying to find it, but mine's is Walmart, clearance
It's not
rack.
a bad thing. Like I don't know. I love my aesthetics. I love my aesthetics. I mean,
I'm still trying to find
I
mine.
used to feel so bad. I looked so down and awful to me. Like trying to just mm-mm.
I feel that you found your thing with your when you started getting tattoos, like you started to really be into yourself
Yeah.
because you can express yourself in art, and I think that opened up it more comfortable, like you being out there and being yourself
Yeah.
more. So I
Yeah.
think that helped you. Like, and everybody finds their little thing. I'm still trying to find mine. Maybe I find mine when I lose weight, but
But
you
when I
know,
tell you,
I
I'm
don't.
so like I had a conversation with Brandon. And she said, Jess, I remember you in high school saying, oh my God, I can never get tattoos. That and I'm like, Brandy, really? I said, I ain't gonna lie, I probably did. But now I'm tattooed up, arms, stuff. I still gotta work on my. I love my tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
I really do. And it's crazy because I used to always think that some people have this misconception that if you have tattoos, you're not professional. Like I have a full-on career. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I did my time, 20 plus years, you
Okay.
know. So now it's not even an issue. And like with Eric, you know, he's got 3 freaking degrees.
Yep.
Okay? He got an associate and 2 masters
Wow.
tattooed on. Like it ain't nothing to see his. He doesn't have, you can't see his. He has it shown, but I like mine shown. You know,
Okay.
it's like, and if I have to, because I don't plan on ever interviewing again, I am done working.
Girl, period. Done.
So, but if I have to, you know, I can go to Sephora and cover them up, but I don't want to. I don't have to because I don't want to take my piercings out either.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Yeah.
don't feel I have to. I did my more than 20 plus years of corporate work and career and life. Now, you know, the remaining that I have left in my life, you know, I'm just going to be me and I'm going to be happy. And I have never in my life, since I have gone to our ancestors' spirituality, I have
Mm-hmm.
never felt so good,
Yeah.
so confident. My self-esteem is high and just
Mm-hmm.
being myself, you
Yeah.
know, and you know, the only people who question are older people, you know, like, you know, mommy and daddy and all them, just, you got, all the tattoos and the piercings. But you know what? I have had nothing, the younger people, oh my, I have never had so many compliments in my life from
Mm-hmm.
younger people. Like, oh my God, I can't wait to be, like you. The one girl, we went to the movies. She was a cute girl. And she was the same aesthetic. She had, her hair was in a bang and it was white and it was black. Main black and white. And she had, her little glasses. And she had like a tattoo. She's like, oh my God, I love how you look. I want to look just like that when I get older.
Wow.
And I said, honey, you feel good. You do what feels good to you and comfortable. But I said, when you go and get into a professional career, get the career first.
Mm-hmm.
Now, of course, you have your tattoos, but put the tattoos where it's not seen, where you can cover them up. I said,
Mm-hmm.
my tattoos are visible now on my hands, on my fingers, because I put in the work in corporate.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a career.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at the end of my career.
Yeah.
And so it's not as bad as the stigma is not there as it was a few
Mm-hmm.
years before. But the thing is, I got into my career before I got tattooed up. And then as I got
Mm-hmm.
tattooed up, I was still in a career.
Yeah.
And my work was okay. I don't care just because of who I am as a person.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because being working at the TV station when I worked at, that's where I got most of my tattoos.
Mm.
I really love it. My tattoos aren't tacky. They're not as
Yeah.
expensive as theirs.
Okay.
Mhm. I stick to one artist and my shit is
Mm.
not tacky. I don't have any derogatory tattoos. And if you're the type of person who are offended by, this tattoo and the other tattoos that I have of supposedly witchcraft, then that's a personal problem
Period.
and it don't have anything to do with me.
Okay.
Don't worry about those people because, yeah, you are the people I want away from me. So
Right.
it did its purpose.
Right.
So you have to be confident in yourself. So even when you start meeting people and going out on these dates, you have to be confident in yourself because a lot of people, manipulators and predators can see if you're not,
Yeah, that's true.
and they can take advantage of that.
Hmm.
So you have to be confident in yourself, and you have it. Some of the things you went through, I still want to punch you in the face for it because I don't get it.
I ain't mean to,
But
but I
again, you have to
did.
go. Yeah, you did.
I
You
did.
meant it.
Yeah.
You meant that shit.
Hmm.
You meant it.
I
And
ain't gonna
I
go through it again though. And that's for sure because I'm telling you, I got a whole list and I know who I am. And then I got my qualifications. And if this not being met, then I have no problems walking away. That's something that's not meant for me. Like I'm confident in
how are we
myself.
going to do this?
Self,
Don't rush us.
huh?
Don't have me cracking up. All I
What
can
me?
see
What
is,
happened? What I do?
no, the project that was coming up. All I can see is it just being, they don't want to say us.
It's gonna be so funny. It's gonna be so funny. But you know what? I am gonna say since we can't really talk about that special project,
Yeah.
what I am gonna say is I'm gonna put a shameless plug and say y'all go to officialauthentic.com, official AWWTHENTIC.com, and y'all buy some of my stuff.
Yeah. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good, and we're
It's gonna
going
be good.
to,
It's gonna be fun.
yeah, but we may need to, we'll talk again after this, but I gotta do and take the monster out and all that stuff because she whining and
Right. And
all
it's
that
past my
stuff.
bedtime.
Okay, but this was pretty good.
First
And
ever podcast. Y'all take note. Y'all
yeah,
seen us here first. Okay, y'all one of the first ones before millions come up in here.
yeah, we're gonna have to like, get together because you're gonna have to do this. I can't host nothing.
Yeah, I mean, like
You can't.
you in control,
I can't, but I don't want to be.
but you are, Jessica. That's your calling. You're the
Hmm,
oldest. Oh, you so
okay.
cute.
What?
You so cute.
Ooh,
You said, would you, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like you so cute.
girl, whatever. No. I'm hot as hell, and I'm trying to be cute though.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying. I am cute. Say
Period.
this shit. No,
You know what I'm
I'm cute.
saying? You are cute.
You cute too. You just
I'm still working on it. But you know what I'm saying? I see that we twins. I see it.
yeah. You twins. All right. Well, we're gonna cut it short. This was good, and I'll send you what you need.
Thank you.
All
Bye,
right. Have a good
guys.
one.